know yet. Let me check. All right. Yes, I'm live. All right. Hello, everybody. It's first time I'm going live on the stream. I never done this before, but anyways, I'm thinking it's time to start. Welcome to my channel. My channel's name is Arm Bros Studio, which is also the name of my game studio. So since 2016, I've been working on different projects. My name is Armen Nagapetian. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States. And yeah, since 2016, I've been working on different projects, creating applications and websites, and all kind of stuff. And the name of my game studio is Arm Bros Studio because my brother is my biggest mentor. Originally, I'm Armenian. I grew up in Europe. I ended up in US somehow. So yeah, that's my life story. Now, anyways, in this channel, I'm going to work on creating a game. My first game, actually. Okay, I've been working on many different projects actually in my life, but I never have even in my wildest dreams imagined I could create a game. Okay, until like 2 weeks ago, while I was working on another project, a colleague of mine on work, he said, "Hey man, I miss those days." I said, "Which days?" He said, "I used to create games, and in 2 days I created a game." So I was kind of like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Because in my understanding, and I before that, I never had any connection with game development. He said to me, he said to me that I am creating a game in 2 days or 2 weeks, something like that. So I said, how can you even create a freaking game in 2 days? I thought it takes hundreds of peoples and resources to even like create a like stupidest game. And he told me like, no man, it's kind of easy actually. And I'm like, okay, I'm a software engineer, so the way I'm thinking is like, no matter what happens, I could do it, right? So I'm like, all right, maybe this guy is bullshitting me. That was my first skepticism. All right, so Rindolph from my work, he tells me like literally like I built a game in 2 weeks. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me look into it. I asked him, what did you use to code, or what game engine did you use? And he told me like, I used Unity. I said, all right, let me give it a shot. So I said, you know what? I'll try it and see what I can build. So, anyways, right now I'm building my first game. It's a fighting game. As you can see, I've built already some stuff, because I was not actually planning to share my knowledge that I gained. But why not? I said I think about it, and I'm like, it would be cool to create a game from scratch, and show it and share the process, because someone might even actually learn something from it, in my understanding. And so what I'm thinking about it, when I'm thinking about it, it's kind of it did make sense to me. So I was like, maybe I should do this. So here I am. I'm trying to build the first game ever. Literally, I worked on this less than 5 days. Of course, I'm going to share with you with all I've done, how I've done, and I started with following some tutorial, and then I was like, okay, that's kind of fun. And then I just pick up myself, and I said, at one point I understood it's so easy to make games that you don't really need any tutorials. Or you could use tutorials for reference at least, but you don't have to necessarily follow the guy all the way. So anyways, so first I was just making some random game, which was not my game. So I was like, and since I was a kid, I always liked actually. I always liked fighting games because I grew up on those things like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, to just mention few of those. So I found a tutorial about similar tutorial to how to make a such an such a game, and I was like, all right, it's fun, it's fun. But the quality, I wasn't happy about it. Okay, the quality was very like random, and of course I get it. It's a tutorial, so the guy was not really doing his best. He was not gonna sell the game. So, but guess what? I am planning to sell this game. It's going to go commercial, and I hope to do it in like 2-3 months time period, because by the end of this year I'm planning to push few games, if that's even possible. I never built a game in my life, so I don't judge me if I'm wrong, if I'm like, if things won't work the way they will. I'm just a crazy guy who just tries to make a freaking game. And I never done this before. But before, I had some experience with 3D modeling. So before I became a software engineer, thanks to my brother Arman, who teach me everything, I was actually working with 3ds Max, and I'm talking about 10 to 15 years ago, and I was building some 3D model. I've done some 3D modeling, so I'm not. I mean, I've done it like about 7-8 months. I've followed some tutorials. I am very artistic, so I think design-wise, it's not hard. So what I'm aiming with this game is pretty much a triple A graphics design based game. Okay, you might look at my game right now, whatever you see here, and think, okay, dude, have you seen this? Yeah, I know it's not there yet, but it's gonna get there. So first of all, let me show you my characters, actually how this looks. Okay, I don't know if you can see it nicely, or how much of this you can see nicely. Let me just try to make this full screen. Maximize right here. Okay, so as you can see, I have here nothing, and sorry for the long talk. I just wanted to introduce a little bit what I'm doing, why I'm doing. So as you can see, I have here just a ground, and I put something just random mesh on it, which is sucks. I know, it's like nah. So here we got just a background, which is beautiful background I'm using from the tutorial from the Udemy. You guys can go and actually buy. His name is Pete Jason. He has amazing tutorials. I mean, I've jumped into this when I was very fresh. I didn't had clue about anything. So, but then I went through to this other program. I bought a very expensive program, 250, and it was on the sale for like 50% off. I bought Character Creator 3, and you can Google it. It's amazing. So this game I'm building here, it's a game for. Alright, I'm a big fan of YouTube like everybody else, I'm believing. I'm watching those bloggers, and this guy here actually that you see, both of these guys, they exist in real life. Alright, this guy's name is Zelim Khan. You can find him as with the nickname Machine Gunner in English. So this guy, actually, I created this person, but it would be sad to say that I've did all the hard work. Okay, as you can see, the graphics, and this is without post-processing, which post-processing is like you play with lighting and make things even more real than they are. So this guy, I created him based on I mean, his picture, right? And Character Creator 3, it makes it so easy. You can see those details like veins and stuff. It's crazy. Hair. If you look at his face, oh, I went too deep. So as you can see, I mean, every detail on his face is pretty astonishing. Okay, it's not the best, it's not wow, but still you have like pores on his face. So I've done this on my first try, I would say, so it's not too bad. I would suggest, like, this is not the worst model I've seen. Trust me, the guy who was running tutorial had like 16 years of experience, and I don't think he had such a thing. And if you see, there is a lot of details, like I'll show you something secretly. You see this thing? Like the model has like wrinkles and things that you wouldn't even like dream about, like hair on his hand. Like, of course this part is little texture and different stuff, but this guy, his name is Zelimkhan Pulimyotchik, and he exists. Actually, he exists in real life, and they are doing bare knuckle fights on YouTube. In Russian auditorium, everybody knows this guy. He is like very popular blogger, I would say, and he is actually they made this segment in Russia popular called Pop MMA or Pop MMA in English. And so, anyways, in Russia, everybody's like, there is a lot of YouTube channels, and people are just fighting each other. And their first fight was between this guy. He's from Crimea. His name is Maryak, and this is Pulimyotchik. I'll just, you know, let you guys know. So they are pretty close to what the reality looks like in real life. They look very close. Of course, there is this is work in process, so I have to add lighting and other stuff to make it more realistic. But so far, I created those characters in less than a day time. How? Freaking simple, guys. You can use Character Creator 3. That's an application, and I got one, so let me show you. I'll start that application for you guys. This is the application. You could use somebody's picture actually, and they're using AI, and you can tweak with your like. It's not fully optimized, but it's doable. It's doing more work for you than anyone else. The last one that they have, it's crazy. So at this point, I'm using this for creating the character, right? And it's kind of fun for me. It's like really all about like how fun it can be, right? All right, so as you can see, it takes some time. Yeah. So anyways, is it loading? Yeah. So by the way, guys, I'm using not my online. I'm using an online computer with pretty or decent graphics card to build this game. So how am I doing that? I'm using this thing called Shadow Tech. All right. So I'm paying like $12 a month, and they give me a computer for gaming, which is cloud-based computer. It's a virtual computer actually. So what that means is I'm just using this whole computer is like remoting to another computer, and it's quite fun to experience that. All right, this one is open. Yeah, as you can see here, look at this. So you just could build any person you want, and those characters again are so freaking good. You can add a lot of stuff like face lips, skin decays or declays, I don't know how they call it, like pores, like crazy details. Okay, this one is not even the best, but I'm just showing you so you could get an understanding what I used. So I'm sharing with you with this. Yeah, it is pricey. I'll give that. Like, to be honest, this thing, like, you can change his clothes. You can do a lot of stuff. You can make him talk. But this is being used for creating the character. Okay, you don't want to, like, let's put a hair on him, right? We just go here, hair and beard. I'm just clicking modify, apply hair only. Let's say only hair. So you could do so many crazy things. I mean, when I started like about 15 years ago doing 3D graphics, trust me, this type of thing would take you freaking 6 months to build a character like this guy. As you can see, this guy is just crazy. Like, look how detailed he is. You have the redness on his face. You can add these type of small detail things that is crazy. Look, this guy looks like a crazy bandit. And you can see I borrowed his clothes for my character because I freaking liked it. He has this nice freaking motor, I mean, you know, motor club type of clothes that I liked it. And I said, you know what, let me borrow it from him for my own character. Alright, as you can see, it's very easy to create. You could put a woman hair on him, whatever you want. Nobody can stop your imagination. You can make a samurai out of this guy and make him kill anybody on the street. He's coming together. That's the point of this whole channel, to show you guys that you could do imaginable and unimaginable stuff. Like, let's say he has a long hair. Okay, well, I would probably take this part away from his hair, the front one, which is doable too. But I'm just showing you how crazy this is. I mean, I don't have nothing against people with this type of look. Not my thing. So the newest version of Character Creator 3 has this thing called CC3 Plus, which goes even beyond. Anyways, I don't want to go too much deep. If you want to find out little information, you can always Google it and check it YouTube. Trust me, guys, this is like a game changer for me, and it is amazing. Here, let's just go to modify. All right, this is, you see, this thing was from CC Plus 3, so Character Creator 3 Plus, which is more higher polygons and all the stuff. That's why I couldn't apply it. But anyways, just to let you know, this thing cost me about $250 for this application, but I couldn't resist. And the good news is, you put anybody's picture right here, you click on this headshot, and then you see those are the characters I actually made. And I'm trying to find the guy I made it actually, and I don't know where the hell is his pictures went to. This is the second guy. So I created this dude, as you can see. So this dude is already there, he exists right now, he's the one of the models. So this guy is that's the guy actually. Trust me, very close. People gonna see this guy and they're gonna recognize him. So now I don't want to save this. So here is the what I'm using is called Shadow Tech, because I mean, I just like to do things online, and this cloud is amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much how things are. Amazing. Yeah, let me move on this. All right, let's so right now I'm going to show you how much work I've done so far. All right, I spent about 5 days, which at least four of them full time, I would say. You know, I took a few days off from my job, and I really pushed myself a little bit, and I'm working every day an hour or two on this thing. So anyways, because I work and I still have to support my family, so yeah, I couldn't unfortunately quit right now until my game studio is gonna be making enough money for me to quit, which is the plan. Now, I want to show you how far I got with this. So if I click, this is a scene, okay? Scene is like, you see the models and what they do, right? At this point, that's pretty much it. So when I click on play, so I already had some animations, and I'm gonna show you where I got those animations from. And it's amazing actually. You guys gonna be, you won't believe what is this. All right, so here it is. So he's jumping around, that's all you can see right now, but that's not the point, because this is still the scene, and I need where the hell did the game go? Did I lose it? Okay, here it is. It's hiding from me. All right, let me maximize it for you. All right, of course you will see some problems right away, but that's just normal, I guess. In this stage, you see, like here you see the mesh sucks. That's not the plan. I'm not gonna keep this just disregard those small detail issues, right? And also this background picture, I'm not into that. So anyways, right now my character is jumping. You see? It's going right. Okay, and he got hit, of course. He's going left, right, and here he's gonna get hit. And whenever he goes beyond his enemy to the other side, it's turning. Okay, so it's pretty much like a two-dimensional game. So he's jumping, making a back flip, front flip, jump. Okay, he's hitting with his leg. All right, and there he's always getting hit, and I'll show you why in a bit. So this is a low kick right here, and at this point his enemy is not even getting hit, right? And you can hear I put some voice. So left and right hook. So pow, he's hitting him. So jump, jump. So that's a super heavy punch. So pow, you know. And of course you will see different issues right away, which I'm not a freaking expert, but I can see like his legs are coming out of his shoes. I don't think that's gonna be the plan for the future, of course. So there's plenty of work to do. So when hitting, he's moving forward, and that's, you know, I just made that based on the tutorial, and I like the idea because this is like an old. All right, so now this is a high kick right here. So pretty good high kick. Like if he catches this guy with that one, I think it's gonna hurt. I have this thing, like, you know, have flip over hit, or I don't know how you call it, air kick. There you go. So those are my combos so far. I got one downstairs here like this as well. There you go. So far that's how far I am with the game. And I will show you something actually interesting right now. Let me pull this away. And I'm working with two screens, of course, but unfortunately I'm not able to share with you. But don't worry, I'll show you anything I have and you can see. So right now, this guy, right? You see, if I go to, let's make it smaller. Yeah. All right. And the reason for making it smaller, guys, is because I have to do that. So I'll still try to make it a little bigger for you. So, you know, just, yeah. So anyways, this guy here, there is a cube that it's invisible. So if I put the mesh on, you see there is a freaking cube. And that cube I'm using for testing, because right now actually I'm working on that part where he gets hit. Okay, you would say, what is this? I know it's all, I'm sorry I didn't start this right away, because right away I didn't even know, had idea how easy actually, I mean easy for me. Actually I'm not even halfway and I call this easy. It's not that easy, but you know, you could learn, and that's the good thing. So to be able to do this, create a game like this, you don't have to be a super developer and know coding like crazy. As long as you know basics, you could be a developer and be a game developer. So I found out that later on, because I was not thinking that I'm ever gonna be able to do this again. This is surprising. So right now, look, if we catch this thing, this is just a block. This is like a cube, and I hit this guy, he's getting hit. Bam, bam, you see? So he's, each time I hit him with a cube, he's getting a hit. And then based on different tags, right now it's just a random, like a small punch hit that is getting triggered when this cube is entering into other cube, or it's not a cube, it's, let me show you. You see this round thing around him? So that is a capsule with a it's called capsule with collider. All right, in Unity you use colliders, so you just surround your person. So I'll show you something. Okay, so there is you see, if I put the mesh on it, there you go. Look, my guy is pretty much this block of cement type of thing that is moving around, right? You see this? the whatever you see inside is the animation of walking and jumping, and you see, and that, so that's a game object, which is capsule based. So that's a capsule based game object. So as soon as my cube is hitting that, you see, as soon as I don't necessarily have to hit my character. That's the collision is happening between those two other objects. So as soon as you see I get too close, it's getting hit. Of course, I'm gonna, in the future, probably I'm going to have to make some changes that, you know, it should be closer to his face, perhaps, or something like that. So I'm still very new to this, so I mean, if I say something wrong and some people are laughing who are experts, I mean, hey man, I just became a game developer a week ago. And I am pretty crazy, so here's what I'm thinking, okay? Some people are creating like two-dimensional gypsy quality games, and I like the word gypsy. I don't like those games. I think those games are waste of human time and waste of human energy. Why? Because I'll show you why. Let me show you something. So it's called indie game. So I didn't even know what indie game meant. So apparently indie games are in individual games or something. I believe so. Yeah, individual games. So here is some samples. If you put indie game in the Google images and look for some games, this is what you find, okay? I know you would think now, oh, this is all old crap. Trust me, to make this old crap, it takes time and effort, I believe. But you see, this design is like two-dimensional. It's pretty much same thing as Mario from back in freaking years ago. Like when I was 5, I was playing games with this design, and some people apparently are still making those. Look at this. What the hell is this thing? I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate developers. I'm not a, by no means I don't want to offend anyone, but if you pay me and tell me make this, I will not do it, because this is disgusting for me. I'm just, maybe I'm too cookie, or I mean, I think I'm better than other people. Maybe that's maybe that's a bad thing. I haven't even made one game yet, and I'm already criticizing others. But you know what? I'd rather make nothing than make something looking like this. I'm just saying, because that's the way I think actually. When I'm watching some game like this, I think it's ridiculous someone would even pay money to buy it. And don't get me wrong, those people make money. But if you just do something for money and you just skip the part when you want to be the best, I'm sorry guys, I'm like, no, I don't want to make a freaking arcade game because everybody likes those. Or there's still people who just use it, and I'm gonna make some few $1,000 a month and I'm happy with that money, and I don't care about anything. Look at this freaking thing, guys. Like, are you kidding me? Really? Oh, I get it, kids are playing it, but Jesus Christ, ruin this, delete this, create a freaking three-dimensional nice looking one. This is garbage in my opinion, and I'm sorry again if someone's getting like, oh, this is good game, why are you calling it a garbage? You know why? I'll show you why. These triple A games, and I show you, are the games I'm thinking about. Okay, what do you think about this game? Look at this shit, bro. It looks like real. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the game. Or this one. I don't know what the hell this is. I never played this game, but look at the graphics. Look at this. Like, and those are not only pictures, guys. I'm talking about gameplay. There you go. This guy looks at least like, you know, GTA, and I'm not saying that all those games have to be exact the same, but that is what I'm considering a freaking good game. Because the graphics, because the action, because everything. I'm not saying I might be even ever able to do something like this. I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. But at least I'll try, right? I mean, so there is games that you play, like this one is I think from Unsustainable, it's or something, right? What is this says? Sony Chervenok. No, I think Last of Us. I think this one I played. This is the games I'm talking about. You play those games, and when you're done playing, you're still gonna be sitting there like looking into the freaking TV with hundreds of credits and stuff, and you cannot move. That's the games. Oh, this is the last one I played actually. It's pretty awesome game. The graphics amazing. I think Sony made this one. So I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. I'm a big fan of our old style nice RPGs. I'm a big fan of nice games with these type of designs, but not freaking what I just showed you before. So my plan is to make a game looking like this, looking like this. I don't want games that look like crap. And yeah, let's get back to reality, which is this right now. So in my opinion, this still is better than the crap I just showed you guys, because this guy looks real, at least to the it's close to real. Of course I'm gonna make sure he's looking like a real person. I'm gonna be creating like animations, all kind of stuff. Okay, so yeah, let me check something. All right, let's get going. So boom, he's getting hit, right? You see, this is what I'm working on. Of course I have to add a sound to that situation when he's getting hit. But all right, I want to just show you where I am at right now. So this guy is getting hit and his name is Zelim. Yeah, so not too bad. So left, punch, 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 kick. As soon as you see, as soon as I'm coming here and oh, well, it's not working now. Okay, because there's like little things going on, and before he's switching, he's getting a hit actually. All right, so jumping, like crouching, back flipping, all kind of cool stuff, right? And if you're wondering what the mic thing is, it's just like a speaker looking design. It's just the sounds. So yeah. So anyways, I just want to show you that. And yeah, now let's move on. Actually, I'm going to continue building what I'm doing. But before I continue, so I just don't want to make I want to make sure my stream is actually working fine, because I see some red kilobytes or something down there. I want to make sure my internet connection is good enough so you guys can enjoy my stream. So at this point, I showed you what I've built within a week, almost a week, let's put it that way, because most of the week I was figuring out how to push a character from character creation into here, and what settings to use to make this guy, like these animations, work fine. Because you see, this animation the guy was actually pointing God knows where. So he was pointing his legs not to his opponent, and he was not pointing his hands to his opponent. So I had to fix those things. And fixing animation, I spent some money. I bought extra tools in case I would need it, which I end up not needing it. But anyways, so I will be showing. I'm going to go offline for a very brief moment, and then I'll continue with my second stream, and I'll show you what I mean with this. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to show you what I'm gonna fix those animations so you can see, right? because there is like, and I'm going to also show you where I'm getting those movement animations, okay? Because your character has to be first of all rigged, which is he has something like a bone structure, and he's standing in the T pose. That's actually when I stop this. Look at this. You see, he's standing. Those guys are standing in the what we call a T pose. So there's a T pose and there's A pose. A pose is when you stand like this, hands down, like a letter A, and then you have a T pose, which is this. So I'll share with you all the stuff I learned in the 1 week, and also I'll continue building this game. And keep in mind all this environment, including the place they're standing on, this background. I'm gonna throw it away, and I'm going to build a brand new environment. And I want to create as realistic as possible. So my idea is not to build a freaking game looking like animation. I want to create a game you're gonna be looking at and feel like these two guys are in the top of mountains where it's full of snow and they're knocking each other out. That's what I want. I want a reality. I want a realistic design. That's why I'm going to work with Quixel's bridge, which I already did some research. Amazing. They scan. It's called mega scans. They are scanning all over the place, and you could use their like textures and stuff to create crazy stuff, like a really looking stones. You could use mountains. There's plenty of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to make everything or buy some stuff. I don't know. I spent some money. I get it. I mean, if you want to make something nice and sometimes someone else can make it better, I don't mind just paying for it, because yeah. But it's my game and it has to be the way I want. And so anyways, I'm going to build a freaking game, and this game is gonna be all about fighting. There's gonna be about 20 fighters. And those guys are all real fighters who are fighting bare knuckle in Russia. Why Russia? I just like to watch those guys. They're crazy. They knock each other out. It's crazy. It's better than bare knuckle in US, to be honest. And I watch bare knuckle in US, and it's like, it's alright. These guys are like steroid based. There's few good fighters there. I'm not saying no, but nothing to compare with the Russian leagues on YouTube. Those guys are nuts. They need money. Someone is putting money on the table. They are ready to die. Those guys are gladiators. And these two right here, you see them. It all started with them. So it's Zelim Khan Pulemyotchik, which is machine gunner, and Mariak the sailor. You could search in Google, you would find them. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna briefly go on a break, 5 minutes, and then I'll be back showing you where I'm getting all those characters, and then all those character movements. Actually, they're the animations. Okay, so it's very easy. I figured it out how to do it. It was hard for me. I spent a few days figuring out how I could do those rigging stuff, and I'll show you how I'm actually gonna fix those. So it's pretty easy. All right. Stay tuned. My first game is coming, and it's gonna be killing everything. I'm going to make it for Android, iOS, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox X, whatever there is. I'm going to push it to the Steam probably. I'm going to try to push everywhere, and I'm going to just it's gonna be cheap game. I'm not saying I'm gonna make millions of it. Hopefully I will do though, but it's pretty much I'm doing it for the experience, and I'm doing it because I love it. It was always a dream of mine, and then I didn't know that I could even possibly do this, which actually is the case now. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and then I'll continue the journey. Thank you all for listening, and please follow me if you don't mind. I'm a new channel, and I would appreciate all the help. Thank you.